We tie in a predator popper for bass, northerns, maybe muskie, probably not. So we're going to be using a size 4 streamer hook and white thread. So we're going to start with some white bucktail. It's kind of hard to see with my white sweatshirt. Tie that in as the tail. You want it about hook length and a half. There's your tail coming in. Then we're going to take even more. So we're going to take some more bucktail, get all the butt ends out. And this is going to be different. We're going to flare this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to tie it backwards on the hook shank. See why in a minute. Tie that down good and tight and get it around the base of the hook as much as you can so that it evenly spreads around the hook. So get that tied in good and tight. I take the cap of a Sharpie and push it over the hook shank so it spreads out that bucktail nice and evenly. Pull all that bucktail back and push it down onto the hook. Really spread it out. Push it down with your fingers if you have to. Pull as much as you can right to the back. Do a couple wraps to hold that down. And you'll see that's all flared out there. Hook back to level. See, this is all flared out there. Just tie it down strong. Trim out all these little extras. Then I like taking a little wacky color. I'm going to take some pink actually. And I'm going to tie just kind of a little bit of an accent color in there just to give it a little bit of difference. Just a little bit. We're going to want it nice and short. So with that, we're going to go a little bit further up on the hook. Do 3 wraps, and we're going to push down to spread it around the hook. Just get it spread around nice and evenly. That's nice and spread out. Take more white, cover that. Want some even lengths. Bucktail. Cover it up again. 1, 2, 3 wraps. Push down. Now that's gonna hide a lot of your pink, but that pink is just in there just to kind of give it a little bit of an accent. We don't want it too showy. Finish tying in that white. Now here we're starting to get a little bit further up towards the hook. So what we're going to do is trim this extra bucktail. Wrap it up. Make that nice and clean. So here you're going to stop. And this is where you're going to bring your cork. Where your cork is going to come in. I like using natural cork for these. This is just a craft cork I got at a Target or Walmart. I'm going to measure just to see where that cork is going to fit on the hook. Because the eye of your hook's just going to stick right out past that, right there. So we got to measure to see just where we are, where your cork's going to come in. Okay, so you've got about just this right on top of my thread. So we saved enough space. Next, I'm going to take a hackle feather, just any old hackle feather. Be red, blue, any sort of natural. I got a bunch of just more craft hackles. I think I'm going to use some of this natural hackle, saddle hackle, as I'm going to call it a skirt. It's tied down and tight. Cut that tag end off. Hopefully grab it with pliers. Seems good enough. Slowly gonna start a wrap. Flare it out. And it broke. So I'm just going to use my fingers. And now that's all flared out. And now I'm going to take this needle and this cork. I am going to zoom out for this part. So for this part, you're going to take your needle, you're going to shove it all the way through the cork, and this is going to create a channel that your hook shank is going to go through. Okay? All the way through, in and out. Creates a nice little hole there. Then what you're going to do with your thread is pull all this back, a few good wraps, bring your thread all the way up to the hook front, and then all the way back. Stop right there and finish it off. After you tie that off, you're going to cut your thread off. You won't need your thread anymore. Sweet. So we've got our cork here with the hole through it. What we're going to do is take some super glue, zoom back in, and do is cover that thread with super glue. There. We're going to take our cork, grip the hook. We're going to slowly twist your cork over the top. And the eye will stick right out the front there. You got it twisted to where you think it's good. And there. You've got a popper. Now your cork has covered up your thread, so it's going to protect it. And there's super glue, and your super glue on the thread will cure and hold it there. So now you can take your fly out of the vise. And now you've got your bass northern popper. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.